Alright, in this video I want to show you the power of the SIM index function in KLWP. Now this is just one application, but if you have something, for example what you see here is a weather forecast. Today is Friday, so tomorrow's forecast for April 14th, a high of 80, a low of 62, clouds, and then I have an icon, a SVG icon here. Now if I wanted to create multiple pieces of this, what I used to do is I would go in, copy it, paste it, change my numbers. Maybe you're familiar with that, like for 1, then change the 1s to a 2, the 2s to a 3, and I could get a bunch of them up here. Well, check this out. I have all this inside of a mindex tutorial component. You can pick this up from my free components folder. Inside of here I have a stack group. Then inside of there I have another stack group. This stack group here is all of this stuff. I'm going to copy it, and now watch this. I'm going to paste. And look at what's happening. I just copied and pasted this stack group, and notice how the dates are changing, the forecast is changing, and the icon's changing. This is keeping me from having to copy and paste and go in and manually change those 1s to 2s to 3s to 4s, etc. Very powerful, saves you a ton of time. Let me explain this to you in more detail. So check out what I have here. This is another component to explain the whole idea behind the SI module index or M index. So this is inside of root, and that's the screenshot that you see here. If I go inside of this component, we have a stack group. That's this screenshot that you see right here. Then if I go inside of the stack group, we have this text item. That's this screenshot that you see right here. Let's look at this text. Now, the index of this item, that is this text item, in its parent is 0. Basically, when we look at this screenshot right here, this text item is the first item inside of this stack group. The stack group is the parent of this item because this item is inside of this stack group. The first item has an index of 0. So notice it's returning a 0 here, and I'm doing the following KLWP function right here, SIM index. So the index of this item, this text item, in its parent is 0. That's the first item, but it indexes it with 0. It starts with 0. Its parent's parent, okay? Now the parent of this item is the stack group. Its parent is going to be what? The stack group, which is the parent of the text item. The stack group's parent is the component because the stack group is inside of the component. Well, notice this stack group is the first item, therefore its index is also 0. The way we can navigate to its parent's parent like we have here is we put a 1 after it. Now, what about its parent's parent's parent? Okay, so we have the text item. Its parent is the stack group. The stack group's parent is the component. The component's parent is root. So if we look back at root, notice the component is the first item inside of that, which gives it an index of 0. Now to explain this a little bit more, check this out. I'm going to take this text item, I'm going to copy and paste it a couple of times. Now the only thing that's changed here is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These other ones are still 0. I'm just going to come in here and add a little bit of spacing to this stack group. And now we can see each individual text item. Now, why did these other ones not change? The reason why, the only thing that's changed here is that I have more items inside of this stack group. Therefore, the index of this first one, the first item has an index of 0. The second item, which is this one right here, as you can see it has a red line around it, it's the second item giving it an index of 1. So you have to be careful there. It starts indexing at 0, the second item has an index of 1, the third item has an index of 2, and so forth. The reason why these other ones did not change is because I have not changed the order of the stack group or the component in their respective parents. For example, the stack group is still the first item, giving it an index of 0 in its parent, the component, and the component is still the first item in root, giving it an index of 0 as well. Let's change these. If I come to this stack group, that's going to be this second line in all of these. Its parent's parent has an index of 0 right now. I'm going to add an item inside of here. Anything you want. I'm just going to add an overlap group. It does not matter. Nothing has changed. But the minute I come and slide this overlap group above the stack group, watch this. Notice everything changed in the second line. Because what just happened here? The stack group is no longer the first item, it's the second item. It gives it an index of 1. So, going back to the text item, The index of each text item is going to increment by 1 each time, but now the parent of the text item, which is the stat group, its index has gone up to 1. Now it's not incrementing because this stat group is always going to be the second item such that I have it layered right here. That's not going to change. If I were to add another item into this component, I'm just going to copy and paste that overlap group. Nothing changed for these ones, but if I take this overlap group and slide it up, release, now we have all 2s, because now the stat group is the third item inside of its parent, giving it an index of 2, as you can see there. Now, if I were to come and take this stat group and slide it right back to the top, it's going to be the first item, giving it an index of 0. As you can see, they all change to 0. It's not going to increment by 1 because, like I said, the stat group is always, in this case, it's the first item inside of that component, so it's always going to have an index of 0 there. Now, if I were to slide that stat group here again, it's going to be the second item, giving it an index of 1, and you can see all of those are changing to 1s. Now, if I go back to root, the parent of the component is root. If I were to do that same thing, let's add an overlap group. I'm going to take this overlap group and I'm going to slide it up here. Watch the third number. They've all changed to 1. Now this is important to understand because if we start doing the forecast piece, open up that component and look at it and see how I've done some math. Sometimes it is going to be important maybe to add 1 to the SIM index to get what you want. Now I've loaded back up the component with all of the forecast pieces that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and inside of here we have that stat group. This is the vertical left stat group that you see here. Inside of that stat group is where we have all of these other stat groups that are horizontally centered, giving us the text and the SVG image. So if I tap on this first one here, that stat group right here has an index of 0. Inside of its parent, the other stat group. The other stat group was the vertical one that you see, but now I'm looking at the horizontal stat group. So let's take note here. To get this to work correctly, yes, this text has an index of 0. This component that has the SVG image has an index of 1 because it's a second item. However, I don't want to use these particular indexes. I want to use the index of where this stat group is in relationship to its parent. The reason why I want to do that is because this text is always going to have an index of 0 inside of this stat group, and this component's always going to have an index of 1 inside of this stat group. That's never going to change when I copy and paste. However, that stat group that you see right here, this entire index is going to change as I start to copy and paste. So really what we want to do inside of this first stat group that we see here, we want to base this stuff off of the index of its parent's parent. The parent of this text is the stat group. However, this stat group here is the parent of all of these stat groups, and this is where the indexes are going to change because we're copying and pasting. With that in mind, let's go to this first stat group and let's look at the text. So notice what I'm doing here. I'm getting the full day of the week, Saturday. I'm advancing some number of days. Now these pluses here allow me to type in the SIM index function, but notice what I'm doing. I'm looking at the index of the text parent's parent. That's the vertical stat group. But then, since that stat group has an index of 0, I want to add 1 to it. This is what's allowing me really to advance 1 day. That's what's giving me Saturday because today's Friday. That same concept is applied to all of these down here. This can be confusing. Once you wrap your head around the math and how these indexes work, once you get that created, copying and pasting, bam, it works so fast. Now let's focus on this component. This component with the images, it has an index of 1. That's never going to change when I copy and paste this entire stat group here. So I'm not interested in that. I'm going to go inside of the component. Now we have this SVG. This SVG has an index of 0 inside of the component. This component has an index of 2 inside of this stat group. But this horizontal stat group, when we copy and paste with this stat group here, that's where the index is going to change. So really what we're going to be looking at here is the parent of the SVG. We're going to look at its parent, which is the horizontal stat group, and then we have to look at its parent, that index, to determine how this SVG changes. So going into that SVG, going to the code for SVG, I have a global variable applied to this component, but now notice the little SIM index. SIM index 2 means it's parents, parents, parent. We're rewinding back through those layers, through those stat groups and whatnot, and we're thinking about where's that stat group at that we're going to copy and paste, which is ultimately going to change that index. So the 2 means it's parents, parents, parent. And then I want to add 1 to that because, again, that's going to have an index of 0, that first item, but I want to go 1 day away. So notice I have to add 1 to it. And all this other stuff that you see in here, the GV, AI, is day, and stuff like that, that's not what I'm trying to explain here. I'm trying to explain this SIM index. Now, I know this can be crazy to wrap your head around. Practice with it. That's why I have these 2 components for free. I had this weather forecast one. It is called the SIM index tutorial. And then I also have this explanation of SIM index, which is where I went and showed you these text items earlier in the video. Now, this is ultimately building up to another component for my next tutorial. And that tutorial is a component where I'm actually using letters here, but they're images. Check this out. This is a request I did get a while back for getting the song title, but the user wanted to use bitmaps. And in this case, I have PNG images. And we can see that these are, I know you can't really see them too much, but there are images that I've actually clipped into these particular characters. But you can make whatever bitmap you want, and you can actually have a letter or a character for that matter. Notice this exclamation point, and I even have some spaces in here. And the way we can get this to work nicely is to use the SIM index function, which will keep us from having to type in something over and over and over and duplicating our work. We can just quickly copy and paste using the SIM index function. And that's it for this video. I hope it helped.